guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm excited to be here again. Today we are doing my second salad in my favorite 4th of July salads that I love to feed family and friends. And today's salad is all about fresh corn. So let's get started. Okay, so for the first part of this salad, you have to roast corn. And I'm going to show you a super flavorful way that I learned to roast corn in the house. I just tear however many ears of corn I have, I tear that in regular foil. Okay. And then of course I bought not the corn with the husk, but the corn with some husk. So I still have to shuck it and get all of the little hairs off. Isn't this big, beautiful corn? It's going to be so yummy. So once you get all of the little husk off, what you do is you put your corn in the middle of your foil. You take whatever kind of margarine, butter, vegan butter, whatever you want to use. And I'm going to put it on my corn cob. Then I'm going to season it with just a tad of a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And that's it. And I'm going to roll it up. So let's get started with this part. Oh, let me adjust you down a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to take my butter and just kind of spread it all around. And you can use as much of this as you want, or as little. It cooks off. I guarantee you when you take it out after cooking it, the butter is gonna be melted, but the juices of the sweet corn are gonna be out, and most of the flavor that you're gonna have is gonna be of your corn. That's why we're not putting a lot of seasoning, just a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. And I mean just lightly salt and lightly pepper. And that's it. And the corn will be so sweet and flavorful that it's just so delicious. Then what I do is I wrap it and roll it, okay? And then when I get it all rolled like this, I come in and fold the ends up. And I put it on my oven shelf just like this. So I'm going to do the other 4 real quick and we'll be right back. Okay, here we are with our last piece of corn that we have to butter. Okay, I got my butter, and like I said, you can use margarine, you can use vegan butter, whatever you want. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and that's it. I'm going to roll the last one. I'm not putting them on a pan. I'm going to sit them right on my tray of the rack of my oven, just spaced apart, just like that. The oven is at 400 degrees, and they'll cook for about 30 minutes. Okay guys, so I'm back, and as you can see, my beautiful corn is now beautifully cooked. This method of wrapping it in the foil and cooking it in the oven brings out the sweetness of the corn. It's really good. If you can grill it, definitely grill it, but only grill it on one side and let the other sides cook in the heat of the grill, because you don't want too much black char all over it. That could overpower the salad, because all the flavors with the corn in the salad are very, very delicate. Okay, so there's our corn, and we're going to just cut the corn off the cob in just a second, but I wanted to show you our other ingredients for this great side salad. And it's perfect with those burgers, with, you know, hot dogs, pork chops, whatever you want to pair it with, it will go with. Besides the corn, you also have avocado, some red onion, some tomatoes, and it comes with an olive oil and lime light dressing just tossed on it. And then to finish it off, some feta. But if everybody doesn't like feta, then you can do this by the serving, which is what I'm gonna do because not everybody loves feta. So let me get, okay, I have forgot my lime and my olive oil. And you just take it slow and go all the way down. You have to let your corn cool, and mine's still just a tad hot. Okay, there's our first side. Now I'm just going to do the rest of the sides. Okay, we got one done. Now I'm going to do the second one. Same way. Make sure your knife is sharp, but also it shouldn't be hard to cut. If it's hard, you're cutting too much of the corn cob. And remember, you're just trying to get the corn off. You don't want any corn cob in it. We're not making a corn cob salad. And you want to make this ahead of time so it has time to chill, because it's best served cold. And if it's really hot where you are, there's all that one. If it's really hot where you are, you might want to serve it with the bowl in ice just to keep it nice and chilled and a good flavor. Okay, so there is our beautiful corn, so bright and yellow. Now I'm gonna rinse my knife. I'm gonna bring my cutting board back. And I'm going to cut up, first I'm going to do my tomatoes. I just want to do a few. And these are just little tomatoes from the grocery store. And I'm going to probably just half them because they are little. So just half them like that and then throw them in the bowl. And you can put as many or as few as you want, totally up to your family's and yours. I'll go ahead and cut these through. Your taste, your personal preference. If there's an ingredient you don't like, simply leave it out and go with the other ones that you do. It's that easy. Okay, now this is purple onion left over from our watermelon salad. I'll link that salad above. It's a great, super easy. In fact, it's the easiest salad I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to come back and just kind of, you can leave the purple onion out or just put a little bit for the flavor, but not, overpowering. And I'm going to do just a little bit more. Okay. And that's about it. I just put not even a whole fourth of a cup, just a little bit to give it flavor. Oh, you know what? I am going to go back and add this other little half a ring. I like purple onion if nobody else does. I cut it big enough to where it's easy to chew and not overpowering, but it's also easy for the picky ones to pick out. Okay, now lastly, I'm going to add, now with my avocado, I do wash the outside of my avocado because when you cut them, you do touch the outside to the inside, so I just do wash it. Okay, all I did was cut off the tip and then went around like that. I don't know if you can see the line. And then you twist. And it comes out like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to 2 lines down and 2 lines, well, more than 2 lines, a bunch of lines across, and it just depends on how big your avocado is. So it comes out like that, sectioned, and then I'm going to take a little teaspoon and I'm going to bring the bowl into the picture better, and I just stick my spoon in there and I get little cubes out, and I dump those into my salad. And again, you definitely want to use the lime juice in this and the oil, because it'll just bring all the flavors together. And if for some reason you can't get the seed out very pretty, it doesn't have to be nice and cubed. Just do what you can. Also, if you get an avocado that, you know, only part of it is ripe, that's fine too. If you get an avocado that part of it's bad, that's fine too. I'm just gonna cut this big piece up some. Now we like avocado, so big chunks, little chunks, it doesn't matter. And I am gonna put 2 avocados into this. So I'm gonna move this back, show you again. I cut the part with the stem off like that. Then I take my knife and run it lengthways all around. And you turn it like that. And then you just 2 lines down the length, and then however many lines across. This one's super soft. Okay, and then I bring my bowl back. I do my spoon. And tonight we're pairing this with some pork chops, which I think will be quite tasty. Then I'm just gonna do the rest of this avocado real quick. And you want the avocado to have some shape because it's not guacamole, so you don't want to mash it too much. Okay, that's all the ingredients. Now all I'm going to do is move the cutting board. And I'm going to add my lime juice. And it's a whole lime, and you roll it to get it ready to juice. And then I'm just going to bring my cutting board back for a second. And I'm going to cut my lime just in half like that. Oh, and I'm going to get my olive oil. Can do this just right on top and turn, but I like to mix these together. So I'm going to use a little bowl, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You could use avocado oil if you want. If you like a lot of avocado flavor, it's up to you. You just want a light oil. Okay, so there's 3 tablespoons. It's like a dressing. And then to get the juice, I'm just going to take a fork, stick it in my lime, and just twist. And it does get a little lime pulp in there, but that's good. I like a little lime pulp. It just adds a depth of flavor. And the citrus, the lime, will keep your avocados from turning brown. Again, I just poke in my fork and twist. And the juice just comes out. Okay. Once you have the lime all in there, all you do is take your whisk and just make sure it's mixed together really well. And you see the lime turned it into a dressing. And then you just kind of pour it over the top. Like that, and then I'm going to gently get a big spoon and gently just fold it all together. And I almost poured all of it, but I didn't. I left like a tablespoon in my bowl, and I will come back after. But if you can see, I'm just gently folding it over. I'm not trying to mash my avocado. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Okay. I wish I could smell this. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. There is our salad. I'm going to take my spoon that I was just using and get a little bit left and just kind of, and that's all you need. So you might have a little left. You can use it all, totally up to you. But how gorgeous is this? So this is my second salad in my favorite 4th of July salads to feed family and friends. This is the corn salad. So I hope you've enjoyed this recipe for my corn salad. Let me know down in the comments below if you make it and what your family thinks about it. Oh, and don't forget, you can add feta either to the whole bowl if it's a family favorite or to individual bowls if you have picky eaters like I do. Thanks for being here today, guys. I'll see you next week for my 3rd salad in my 4th of July salad series. Take care. Bye.